Welcome to the 42nd meeting of the Honolulu Liquor Commission. Please turn off your cell phones. When addressing the commission, please remember to state and spell your name clearly and to speak into the microphone. We have some minutes to approve. May I have a motion?
Yes, Chair. Motion to approve the regular and executive session minutes of the 32nd meeting dated 3/13/2025 as previously circulated.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the regular and executive session minutes of the 32nd meeting, 3/13/25. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. The motion carries. Calling agenda item number 1, applications number 25-02174-1 to 25-02174-25 SG Hospitality, Inc.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the Commission, Keith Kiyuchi for the applicant. We have no changes or additions to the investigator's report.
Okay, and so you previously applied and this is just a bunch of specials to keep the place going?
Yeah, the specials have been ongoing since June 17th of last year. So this is the next series, starting from the 29th through August 11th.
Okay, any questions?
I have no questions. Motion to approve applications number 25-02174-1 to 25-02174-25 inclusively.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve applications number 25-02174-1 to 25-02174-25 inclusive. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application is approved.
And I have number 5 as
Yep.
well.
Calling out of order, agenda item number 5, request number 25-02692 SG Hospitality, Inc.
Again, good afternoon, Chair, members of the Commission, Keith Kiyuchi for the applicant. SG Hospitality is not a case where the temporary licenses have run out, but they submitted their application on May 23rd of last year, and it's now been over a year. And I know the commission acted on a application on a restaurant in Manoa Marketplace where they were also waiting for a period of time, but that's why we asked for the reduction.
Okay, and you have any indication of what the holdup is at this time? Just
The investigator it's assigned to, and my approximation based on what he told me is I really don't think we're going to get to the prelim till sometime September or October.
wow. Okay. Any questions?
No, I'm gonna make a comment. I know we're in a pilot program of this. And I do believe, right, that we were talking about when we first put this into play, right? We put it into play for those individuals that were stuck at going through their first and their second temps, right?
Correct.
And I do know we've had a previous situation where we've approved one for a place in Manoa because they couldn't use the first and second temps, similar to your situation. But I do want everyone to know that these types of things, while we're going through this pilot program, are going to be on a case-by-case basis for us to review. And they may or they may not be approved depending on our view or the position that there is, only because it was not fully intended for that case.
No, understood. And I think in this particular applicant's case,
Mhm.
I waited a full year from the date that we submitted.
Okay.
And whether that's a good marker or not, I don't know, but I kind of think that gives me some justification. He's really been running on special since June 17th of last year, so yeah. He's already paid for more than two years of license.
Oh.
So
I get it. I want to make it known, right? Because ultimately, right, otherwise then we're just saying we're gonna approve for everybody and anybody.
no, I understand.
So that's why
It's got to be a justification. Yeah, I understand.
So, Mr. Kiyuchi, has anything been presented to you or your client regarding specifically what might be holding up the process?
Well, let me put it this way. My client, I'm the one that's spoken to the investigator. I know where the various clients I have are in that investigator's queue. So I've got a pretty good idea and I've told, I've really got 4 applications with that investigator and I got a pretty good idea where they all are in the queue. This one is probably the farthest out, and that's why I would say September, October before the prelim.
But I mean, is it anything on your client's part, like
No.
construction or?
No, it's just the workload, which is what it is. It's the workload.
All right, thank you.
I'm good.
Okay. I'm gonna make a motion to approve request number 25-02692.
Second,
It's been moved and seconded to approve request number 25-02692. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye.
Thank you very much.
Calling agenda item number 2, application number 25-02644, 808 Rise Corp.
Good afternoon, Chair, Commissioners, Ed Maramoto, BNMARUMOTO, authorized agent for 808 Rise Corp. I have no changes to make to the investigative report. I would be happy to walk you through the event if
Could
you
you-
wish.
Yeah, where is it?
This is at Windward Mall.
Oh,
the
okay.
food court, yeah. This is probably like the 6th or 7th Windward Mall event we've presented to the commission as always. Now we have a standing agreement with them that any event that we do in Windward Mall, anyone who is intoxicated, they let us know, they let the security know, let anybody know. They have the green light to leave their car overnight. Nothing will happen to the car. This one is even more special to us because we have Safe Rides Hawaii in the mall with us, and they're doing a breathalyzer test, and also like they're making a game out of it, like yes, you're back, and and then
It's a competition to see who gets the most?
no. It's just like guess
It's
game.
negative, who's 0? Come
And I
on.
think this also brings awareness to the situation, and then they work in conjunction with us. So if they do give free rides home. So if that doesn't work, they can also approach them and say, hey, look, you don't want to ride home with us, you guys can leave your car at the mall, you guys will be okay.
That's great.
We want to give everybody, like Dylan always says, we want to give everybody the opportunity to do the right thing. In terms of the event in general, like the timing of it, we had some relations to some other event, but we would have rather have the conclusions drawn that we're like a Blue Note, because this is a mostly sit-down event. 70% of our event is seated of the 350 people that we plan to have there. So mostly everyone will have a table. And there's like 2 phases to this. One where the egress and the mall basically has access to the restrooms as they're closing down. They have no events that day, so it makes it a lot smoother and like the transition period. And even in that smaller space with the stanchions, it's over 6,000 square feet. And then when we expand it, when the mall closes, that basically we don't even take up 50% of their licensed area, which is 718 people that they can have in that food court area. We're standing at 350. So we're not that type of event in the mall, and KS is really careful on the type of events we run, and we like that to remain that way. And nice safe event for a mostly sit down event.
So when the stanchions get changed between that 8:45 and 9, and then the larger space takes from 9 to 11:59 for the 21 and over, the security guys are gonna make sure that people don't leave that space with any kind of any kind of drinks, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I have no other.
is this the first time you're doing the breathalyzer thing?
That's not me doing it. It's Safe Rides Hawaii. So they're starting to get a little bit more creative in the ways they can make people aware. And I know Champ from UH football, so we go back. So he's always calling me to see if he can do our events. But he's been at other events. He's been at the Beer Fest at Bishop Museum, and he's been at other places. So it's unfortunate what happened to their daughter, but they're spreading the awareness, and they found different ways to get their service out there.
No, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
Definitely something good for people to realize where they're at.
Let them test themselves too.
I have no questions beyond that. Thank you. Hold on, let me get back to the other portion of my agenda. There we go. Motion to approve application number 25-02644.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 25-02644. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, chair also votes aye. The application is approved.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Good time. Let's see. Calling agenda item number 3, application number 24-01779 from Bill's Waikiki LLC. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ryan Cole, manager for Bill's Waikiki LLC. Happy to answer any questions or concerns you might have regarding the new liquor application.
Is this the same Bills that's associated with the Bills in Australia that was there, or is that something entirely different bill?
It was, but it's different ownership now.
Okay. Questions?
So the outdoor terrace area, that's got all, I mean, obviously I know it's got a marker on the outside, but there's permanent
Barricade.
delineation and barricades, correct?
Yes, we're gonna be putting up planters, which pretty much aren't gonna be very movable. They'll outline the lease line along with to make sure that there's no removal of alcoholic beverages.
And you're gonna have dedicated servers, I'm assuming, out there.
Yes.
Okay. I have no other questions. Okay. Got it. Motion to approve application number 24-01779.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-01779. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application is approved.
Thank you.
Yep. Calling agenda item number 4, application number 25-02312, Sodexo America LLC. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good afternoon, Commission. Justin Solusad, appearing for Sodexo America. No updates on ticket count. It's really a walk-up event kind of thing. Last year's attendance projected same, about 3,000.
I have no questions. The- Motion to approve application number 25-02312.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 25-02312. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. The application is approved.
Thank you, guys.
Calling agenda item number 6. Wow, it's a commission item, so that's just us. I guess 2 items. One is the formation of a permitted interaction group to work with the liquor and DIT departments to review, analyze, and develop programs and procedures using information technology. I have a question for corporate counsel. We had one before, but then we lost one of the commissioners. So do I need to unravel that one, or I can just do this one?
Just establish the new one.
Okay, all right. And I didn't get a volunteer for the second commissioner, so can I establish it now without naming the second commissioner?
No, you're gonna have to name.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to name
Right, so.
one of you two
For
for,
it until.
Yeah.
Or somebody volunteers.
All right, Jeff, I'll volunteer. We don't have to, we don't have to make it. as- We'll go ahead and tell somebody. I'll volunteer.
Okay,
You're so awesome.
so I need a motion for the formation of the pig.
Motion, for the formation of a permitted interaction, group to work with the Commission and Department of Information and Technology. Do we need to name them in the motion?
Name the members of the.
Well, no, you're the pig. And whoever DIT assigns, you're gonna work with them.
Oh, no, but I mean.
In
us
in our
naming us
motion, do we
two-
need to name who it is?
Yeah.
Okay, and so in this pig will be Chair Hong as well as Vice Chair Hullinger.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the formation of a permitted interaction group as stated in the motion. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The motion carries. Okay. Calling agenda item number 7, administrative.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Sal Patilos, Administrator, Honolulu Liquor Commission. I'd just like to highlight a couple of things. I think you all know that we're going through the renewal process at this point. And at this point, we received 330 applications and issued 233. The good thing is, like, it just seems as though these are coming in and some of them may be deficient, but for the most part, they seem to be going through the process and being approved. And everybody knows how important that is in terms of our the revenue from that. It is important how that revenue is important to our budget. Another thing too, I think of interest to everybody is the fact that Commissioner appointee Robert Cundiff will have his second hearing on Tuesday. And as I understand it, Commissioner Yen will try to be in attendance as well as myself will be there. I think just having a chief investigator, I think that it's probably a good thing for us. And I'd just like to acknowledge the fact that Chief Investigator Neri has been attending the NLLEA bi-monthly meetings and hopefully understanding a little bit more about the regulatory aspects of alcohol. And I think finally, you know that at the beginning of a month ago, I submitted to the court a report as to our progress in implementing the recommendations of the wage and system review. Part of the settlement agreement requires that we also meet with the plaintiffs and talk about progress in that regard. And so I did that yesterday. Okay. And with that, I'm open to any question now.
So I think a couple weeks back where we talked about there was some NCIA licensing investigators that were able to attend a class, correct?
Right.
So I just wanted to be on record that I think as we will continue to move forward with this education process, I wanted to be highlighted that within our budget, as we work our way through each year, we continue to budget enough to send people to continue their education in that process, as well as continue bringing new people in so they can continue through the flow. Because if we don't do that, we're not going to get anywhere in keeping them educated.
I think we're doing that.
Okay.
You know, we've had asks ranging from what we've normally seen in terms of NLLEA training, as well as some of the MOAB training and CLEAR training.
Okay.
Additionally, too, we have one particular training item where it'll be customized training provided by NLLEA specifically for our group.
Okay.
So if the budget goes through as proposed, then we should be able to provide training for everybody, whether they're new or they've been here a while.
Okay. Just wanted to continue moving forward. That was my only comment.
Yes. All right, with that, we're on agenda item number 8. Any announcements?
Announcement, I believe we should wait to formation of any new pigs until we have a full 5 commission board.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're just naming the same people to do the same pigs over and over again.
We can name people in abstention. That might be a better punishment for not.
That's my only announcement.
Okay.
A request?
Now, if I hit this gavel, we can make it